today.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. First carry for Najee Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Again, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this 1st quarter. The open man is Clark, complete. No gain on the screen. There it's 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this will be caught at the 30. So give him the yardage on the complete. And also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They run for it with Harris. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run good for 24 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Completes Austin here over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and...
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds. Now on the clock here.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Back to throw again. Finding Pickens for another catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll start the drive with Harris. Fights forward for only about a yard. Up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They're going to look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Clark. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Flushed out right. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They run with Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go. It's Clark. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's Harris. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Yeah, he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
I'm going to run you over. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Man, I got you. Come 19.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And they will take a knee here. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but partner, the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass.